Is it too early to do a celebratory dance? Alright, we're going to get started today on the $150 Project Showdown. We're going to tear into this old Enticer 340, see if we can't get a little life out of it today. So like I said in the intro video of this series, I already got a new ignition switch. We're going to throw this in first thing, confirm that we have spark, and go from there. I have the rebuild kit forward here, as well as the new choke lever here somewhere. We don't need to worry about the choke lever or the rebuild kit right now till we see if this has some life into it. And it would probably be a good idea before we go to fire this thing up for the first time to jack up this rear end and get that track off the ground in case she wants to go through, because I have customer machines sitting up there I do not want to run over. Alright, this ignition switch should be easy enough to put in. Should just have to see, they got their homemade rigged up jobby here that's tied into the factory plug, so all I need to do is unplug that, snake it out of there. They're gonna have to pull this gas tank. So I think instead of hooking the switch up to this panel right now, because we're gonna have to take this off to pull the gas tank so I can clean it, we'll just go ahead and plug this guy in here. Clean that out a little bit. It's full of gunk, you can imagine, from this thing sitting. Stay. Close. Stay. Thank you. That's better. Alrighty, let's plug this in. Perfect fit, thankfully. And now we have a new keyed ignition switch. Doesn't turn. There we go. You gotta put it in the way. Look at that. Alright. So let's just kind of set that right there for time being. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these plugs, because supposedly this guy has spark. These look like brand new plugs in here. I should label these, because they're not labeled. I'm sure it matters which goes to which for the correct firing order. Alright, we'll just do a little L, little R, and we'll see if these guys have spark. Put new plugs to check. Yeah, these haven't even, they're brand new plugs. All right, Talisa, you want to hold that on your under your tongue as I check for spark?
No thanks.
All right, zoom in there on that. I'll give this a pull. Okay, I got my new ignition switch hooked up, so that should be on. Anything?
You want me to hold it?
Sure, I might actually have the switch turned off and on. Don't see nothing, huh?
I see nothing.
Let's try with this in that position. Nothing, huh?
Nothing.
So, we may have been told a story on this thing about it having spark. Nothing?
I see nothing. Nothing.
That's disappointing.
You thought it was gonna go, didn't you?
I thought the way the guy was talking, we had spark. I should have known better. This is the kill tether.
Did it make good connection?
I don't know. So that's got to be pushed in.
I don't think that thing moves.
It does a little bit.
Oh, okay. Does this have enough of a...
I don't know. That's pretty wore, so maybe...
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to push this in?
Can you get it with your finger?
I'm gonna use my little finger.
I
How
need
far
to
in does it need to go?
Figure out probably as far in as it goes.
Okay.
And I need to figure out which way is up for this so we know which is on and which. Okay, so this is up.
What's the size of this marker? No. I had a pen on me. Aha!
That should be on.
Let me get a pen.
Okay.
This is small enough. That'd be better than my finger. Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Pushing.
It's pushed in. See nothing.
Still no spark.
Oh, that didn't sound good.
Cord coming up. No spark.
Nope.
So, we're gonna have to put some more money in this than I thought. Let's try the other side just for kicks and giggles.
Do you want me to keep the kill switch in? Or the opposite of kill?
Yeah.
The live switch?
The live switch.
There's a dead spider in there. Look at that guy.
Alright, so I guess the thing would be to check our signal wire to the coil, which should be, this is just a ground, it should be just this wire right here. Best case scenario, we got signal to the coil, so it's just a bad coil. That'd be okay. Oh, now the trick's registering something.
Goes up to 4.
But I don't know what. I'd have to look up the service specs of this to see what it's supposed to be.
So 400ths is what it went up to.
Well, I don't know because I'm gonna have to look in the service manual. Find service manual online and look it up. We're getting some sort of signal though. It's definitely reacting on there. So I'm betting the coil is kaput. Well, I guess the thing to do from here is to pull the coil and get it over on the bench and test it.
Oh boy.
All right, I need a Phillips and a stripped out Phillips. Do they make a stripped out Phillips head screwdriver?
I have
'Cause
some.
I got a stripped out Phillips head here. That actually looks like it would fit. A square bit will fit.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. That one looks like it's meant to be square, and this other one looks like it was not meant to be square.
I think they were both Phillips once upon a time.
One time.
So we'll use a Phillips for this guy. What it looks like is people try to use a number 2 Phillips for these bigger number 3s and then wonder why they strip.
Yeah. It ruins the whole thing.
And this it's worked.
Is that all you need to remove that guy?
Yep. So I'm saying it's a cheap part. It's an easy part to replace. So I'm hoping this tests bad.
Instead of something else, huh?
Yeah, because if it's the pickup in the crank, then we gotta. You know, often when you're watching YouTube channels that work on machines like mine, you wonder how much do they actually cut out in editing as far as their screw-ups, their mishaps, their just plain
Overlooks.
overlook. Well, yeah, that's a better way to say overlooks. Well, you won't get that here because, full disclosure, we weren't getting any spark. And you know why we weren't getting any spark? It helps if your engine kill switch is actually turned on and not in the off position. So I pulled the coil, tested it, it tested fine. I thought, what in the world, maybe this switch was... So I unplugged it, which I guess that's all you have to do to bypass these, and it still wouldn't get spark. I looked and hey, this is down. So now I've got my light tester in there so you guys might be able to see it a little better. We can turn the light off here.
Wow. It's dark.
So now that the kill switch, and I can't see where my ignition switch is. I shouldn't turn it off so soon. All right.
Do you need a flashlight?
There. Yep, that's not it. Where'd it go?
you want me to turn the light on for you?
Where did he go?
I'll turn it on.
I can't find it.
Still can't find it.
Oh, I said right here on top where I could get to it easy. So, now that this is in the up position, check it out, guys.
Oh! What?
That was unexpected. So,
Okay.
here's what happened. I poured a little gas in the carburetor. I finally got this freed up. I didn't want to squirt WD-40 right in the carburetor, so I put a little 2-stroke mix in there. And I got the throttle all fixed, and apparently that was enough fuel still in there. You know what? We're gonna do that again. Let's get rid of this tester.
Are you in neutral?
This don't have neutral.
Okay. So is it gonna start moving around?
This should not be enough gas for what little bit I'm gonna pour in there for it to start, take up, and go. And now
Are there
that
brakes?
What's that?
Do you have brakes?
The brakes do actually work. I think there's still pad left and they feel tight.
Okay.
So we should be okay.
I just don't want you to run into anybody's machine here if it takes off.
So we're just, again, the gas tank's not all hooked up. That's old gas in there. I need to get drained. I got a little 2-stroke mix in here. I'm gonna pour a little right here into the carburetor. And let's see if that comes to life again. She's trying. It runs! So I hate to tell all you people that voted on the Suzuki as being the cheaper to get running.
We don't know yet.
That's
Actually,
true.
You
I
have
mean,
no
it's
idea
running.
yet.
I still got to get this carb working, so I could have to buy a whole new carb, and could add to the list. And so, we'll see. But hey, she's running. She sounds quite healthy, actually. That sounded good. So I think the next step's going to be I'm going to pull the carb, get to cleaning it up. Hopefully it'll clean up. Again, I got the rebuild kit all ready for it. And while that's in the ultrasonic cleaner, I'm going to pull the gas tank and get all the old fuel out. But is it too early to do a celebratory dance? Because we already got life in this guy. So, yep. Hey, at least one good thing is I know this works now. And I also know this works because I tested it while I had the test light on there. So everything on this buggy is working. Tether, kill switch, it works. I couldn't tell if the light came on there when we fired it, but chances are the bulb's probably blown.
What?
And there is one extra set of wires here with a plug, I'm not sure. I think originally these probably would have had a dash that's missing in this one. If you guys know what this would have went for and what kind of dash, if it had a speedometer or anything on it, that's probably what this was for, is just lights for that. I'm gonna take it. But again, just a little celebratory dance because we don't know what we're gonna find yet, but it's looking good so far. Was my clutches and everything spinning all right?
Could be. I think so. It looked like stuff was moving, but
And of course I had to drop my sight plug out of my chain box here, but I looked to see we do still have oil in there. Your chain feels a little loose. This does have a tightener on there, but it's got oil in it, which is good. So I probably won't worry about changing that yet because we got to pull the exhaust and everything off to do that. But I probably ain't gonna have to. Well, I'll probably have to do that anyway because I'm probably gonna want to clean this up before we rip it too much. But of course, yeah, I dropped that clear down in here where I can't get to it.
Will my hands reach it?
I don't know. I think it's like clear in under. Probably had a piece of wire. I could probably fish it out of there. It like fell down and fell in under something or other down there. So, all right, let's get the car pulled.
Woohoo! Encouraged.